What's up, YouTube? Aphrodite Crush with you all once again here. Could do something a little different today. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a what if, so to speak. Been thinking about this a lot, kind of back and forth, and in the span of the gaming videos that I do, and I thought it'd be a really interesting idea to do this. This is going to be how Sony PlayStation can not only extend but also improve upon the brands that they have. So let's go through the basics of what we have right now. Currently you have the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita as your three gaming consoles. Of course, the 3 and the 4 being your home-based consoles and the Vita being your mobile-based. So, it's going to kind of piece together a couple things. And we're going to start with the last generation, which is the PlayStation 3. Of course, PS3 has been around since 2006. Literally right up on this 10-year life cycle. So, first off, for the PlayStation 3, it should get at least another 2 to 3 years past its 10-year life cycle. And then, done. Over. Gone. You don't like that. I know. But there's so many games that's out for the PS3. It still plays PS1 games. It's fantastic. I've got so many games for my PlayStation 3. Great, fantastic. Keep all your games. Really, keep all your games. But for the PlayStation brand, for the home-based consoles to really focus on the future, the old systems have to go. It's just the way that it is. Sorry. Yes. So, the way people should wean down the PlayStation 3 players is this. Once it hits its 10-year life cycle, and of course next year being 2016, they should honestly start creating more and more discounted style games. And in the way that I would do this is, whereas for the PlayStation 4 you have the $60 base games, for the PlayStation 3 most of your games for the PS3 should start dialing down to $50 and $40 titles. Of course, except for your AAA games, which your AAA games should honestly stay around the $60 range, unless you're going to do things like what Activision is currently doing. Like the Activision currently is for, I think it's Black Ops 3, I think it's the title I heard about this, is that most of your features are not going to be in the PS3 version, but they're more focused on the PS4 version. Seeing that a lot with a lot of different companies as well. They have the legacy games, so anything that's legacy or is being dialed down needs to be discounted to extend the life of the PlayStation 3, because more and more people are switching to the PlayStation 4. One fantastic thing about the PlayStation 3 that they should probably do as well to help extend that life cycle to that 11 to 12 years is to maybe up the amount or up the amount of discounted and free games off of PlayStation Plus to help people work with that. Now, what else I'm going to do here is branch this out a little bit. Not only, of course, do we have the PlayStation 3, one thing that I did leave out was the PlayStation TV. And a lot of people are really kind of iffy on the PlayStation TV because it works almost in conjunction with the Vita for the games and also the PlayStation Now streaming service that Sony provides. So this is going to work in a very weird kind of way. One thing that they could do to help keep this entire thing together, okay, as a cohesive gaming unit to help extend the life of the PlayStation 3 is this. You sell two separate bundles for your PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Both bundles come with your choice of, or they do one or the other. Like the PlayStation 3 would come with a PlayStation TV and an extra controller. The PlayStation 4 would come with the PlayStation Vita. Now, the PlayStation 3 that would come with the PlayStation TV and the extra controller would do this. Of course, you have the multiple room functions that the PlayStation TV would provide, and also the PlayStation Now, which would factor in to extending that life cycle for the PlayStation 3. Excuse me. And you could also do that same thing with the PlayStation 4 if people wanted to go a little bit older. However, with the PlayStation 3, have that come with two interesting pieces of extras that would come along with it. Number one, PlayStation Now for 1 year, and also PlayStation Plus for 1 year. So if you already have a PlayStation 4, this extends out your time for PlayStation Plus and also gives you that opportunity to have both and also bring down the cost a little bit. Currently, most PS3s for 500 gig will be around $250. You're already pricing down the PlayStation TVs to about $69 for the bundles. So you might as well go ahead and take the loss on the PlayStation TV and kick the entire bundle down to about $200 for a 500 gig unit. And that will sell buckets. Because of the fact that you have a streaming option, you have the extra controller, you have the extra room option, and now you have the PlayStation Plus as the bonus to kind of tie everything together. Especially if you have the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita, which also would come in a bundle pack. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita. Most people, including a lot of people at Sony, have called the Vita a legacy console, which I think is a gross mistake. Here's why. The PlayStation Vita has remote play, pretty much the same thing as your PlayStation TV has that you can use with the PlayStation 3. So, there's a couple things they need to do to fix the Vita to work correctly with the PlayStation 4. Number one, pricing down the damn memory cards. I've done videos like this before. This isn't going to turn into a save the Vita type of video, but for things to work coherently and successfully, you need to make adjustments. First off is, of course, changing the price on the memory cards. It's been now 3 years since the PlayStation Vita has launched, and the price for the cards hasn't gone down a damn bit. If you want people to start using these peripherals, you have to make them affordable, which part two to this, drop the price of the Vita. Most the bundles that you see right now, like for instance, where I work, the Borderlands bundle for the PlayStation Vita retails at $200. Drop the price. Honestly, it's cheaper to make the Vita now. You need to adjust the price even more than you have in the past. So it needs to go from $200 to at the very least $150 if you're going to sell it by itself. And if you sell it with the PlayStation 4, you need to basically toss in the Vita for free. So, and the same deal would come with the PlayStation 4. You would get 1 year of PlayStation Plus as an added bonus, and also possibly tossing in PlayStation Now, although with the PS4 and the Vita, you don't need that. It's not a necessity. One thing that you do need to throw in with that bundle is one game each. And you, of course, could do anything with that. You could do the most recent Madden game. You could do the most recent Black Ops game for the PlayStation 4. And one thing that needs to happen for the PlayStation Vita is also secondary ports. A lot of companies are like, well, why would we do secondary ports for the Vita? Well, here's an idea. Shared saves, which were already started, but then woefully abandoned. People would love to be able to take their career from Madden or FIFA or 2K. People would like to be able to play multiplayer for whatever you have for Black Ops on the go on Wi-Fi. Let's say if someone's playing Black Ops on the PS4, you could be playing the Vita version of Black Ops with your same standard user save file. So, say someone's playing Madden upstairs, you could take the Vita into your family room, into your bedroom, or whatever you're going to play it, and then still be able to get your achievements. Shared achievements would be a fantastic thing to do for a lot of these shared games. And it also wouldn't really be a bad idea to do the saved saves or the same saved saves for the PS4, the PS3 versions as well. Just kind of tossing that out there. I mean, PlayStation Plus, you can already back up your saves anyway. Put them to use. Why not? So, now you have the PlayStation 3 positioned as the last gen on its way out, but still going to have a lot of versatility going forward when it's not supported anymore. And then you also have the PlayStation 4 with the PlayStation Vita working hand in hand to improve your gaming throughout your entire home. But here comes the big wrinkle in the situation. Nintendo is already talking about doing the home mobile hybrid. Yeah, do hybrid. So, the way you need to adjust is this. When it comes to the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation 4, you need to turn the PlayStation Vita also into kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for, a universal experience. You need to pull the type of features that people liked about the PlayStation Portable, remember that, and then factor them into the PlayStation Vita. First things first, why not sell memory cards pre-loaded? Would be a novel idea. It would actually be a way for Sony could keep some of the prices for the memory cards on the higher end if they wanted to make the profit, and still not lose the support from the from pretty much your entire install base. So, but here's a caveat: have them be Sony specific movies. Have it be like a $10 voucher or $15 voucher. And then you could keep those memory cards at $15 to $20. That way you're still making a little bit of a profit on the production of whatever you're doing. And you can also factor that into the sales for the movies when they buy them off of the PlayStation Network. Be a great way, number one, to have people use the Vita as more of a mobile entertainment center. And then also have the Vita kind of positioned more in the same vein that the PSP had with a lot of us gamers. For instance, if you take a look at what I have over here, I sold most of my PSP stuff to buy a Vita. However, I've bought my PSP back in recent years. I have a couple movies sitting over here, such as, let's see what I got here. I got 28 Days Later, the original Saw, Sin City, Hackers, Ninja Scroll, so on and so forth. And then you could also really make it interesting by doing more import available titles from Japan. What a novel idea, right? Really push the imports, because really for a lot of Vita players now, we work a lot on the import system. For instance, the Japanese games are huge. A lot of European titles, really fantastic as well, and we're also importing a lot of special editions. And you can also factor that in for the PlayStation 4 as well. Now, have there be an official Sony import store? Why not have you make the money off of that directly while still having people get the games that they want? And have them be at the best prices, because a lot of people are buying through Amazon or buying through specific online retailers to get these games, and we want physical copies. I'm a physical copy guy. There's a ton of people just like me. Basically, the reason why I haven't bought Resident Evil Revelations 2 as of yet, because I want to import a physical copy. So, you now have the PS3, the PS Vita, and the PS4, and also the Vita TV as your kind of interconnected family of consoles. You have these fantastic ways to play your games, to do your movies as well, and really get the best out of all of the equipment that you're really pushing for. Now, the one system that I haven't gone over really is, of course, the PS4. Here's a couple things that need to be adjusted for the PS4. One rumor I heard is that they're going to be changing chipsets and memory styles and all this other stuff to try and lengthen the lifespan of the PS4. I say, not such a bad idea. However, you do need to keep certain of how Nintendo treats its players currently. Right now, we have 10,000 3DSs, and a lot of people really don't understand why they have to buy the new Nintendo 3DS as opposed to just buying an old 3DS. So you need to have a specific marketing campaign with the differences between all of these different SKUs, and also have some way for people to play the originals as well, or have an edition of some sort. There's other ways of lengthening out the lifespan of a console. And if you're really going to do that, you need to do it the right way. Don't do it the way that Sega did it by just chinsing on, edition after edition after edition. If you're going to make another PS4, you need to market it and make it as best as humanly possible while still keeping it as affordable as possible. Because I'm sorry, I just dished out $400 for my current PS4, and I really don't feel like dishing out a whole crap ton of money again, especially so soon. Don't be like Nintendo, please. No. So, you have the PS4 as flagship, you have the Vita as the quirky edition that everyone says they don't want, but they're secretly playing on their own anyway, especially if they're on the road. I don't want to pack up my PS4 to go, play in a hotel room if I'm out on business, but I can take my Vita with me. And you can also reload all of that, have the content manager really set on the PS4, have something like built into it to be able to really push the content manager to its limits as far as functionality. And then, of course, like I said, you have the PS3 set as the old guard type of guy, with the Vita TV as the quirky second-hand addition to it. So, tell me what you think. Good ideas? Bad ideas? What would you do better? Go ahead, toss everything that you want down here. If you don't like the Vita or whatever, or the Vita TV or the PS3 or the PS4, just keep going. Just keep going. But I want to thank everybody out there for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.